Oh shoot, we're rolling? Oh crap. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I'm your host, FangoJet, and tonight we will be talking about the Chinese debt crisis in Africa, specifically China and Africa and how they're in debt. To start us off, in August 2021, national elections in Zambia resulted in a power shift. The new president, Hakainde Hichilema, took office facing a big debt crisis that had yet to be fully addressed by the Zambian government. In a meeting with Bloomberg reporters shortly after taking office, the new president said, and I quote, "We had known for a long time that there was a non-full disclosure. So now that we are beginning to see that the debt numbers that were being talked about officially do not assist the comprehensive numbers." Some of our major findings include 18 major and minor Chinese financiers which have provided external loans to Zambia and its SOEs since 2000. Loan commitments by Chinese financiers between 2000 and 2020 totaled $10.3 billion, with $6.94 billion committed just since 2015. According to Reuters.com, the study estimated that $7.77 billion in loans had been disbursed to Zambia by the Chinese. Of course, those that Zambia has repaid has only amounted to $1.2 billion since 2000. All this to say that Zambia has a lot to sort out and should probably take a few lessons in Dave Ramsey's Financial Peace Course. Next up, we will be talking about the Belt and Road Initiative in Angola. In an attempt to boost investments in its oil industry, Angola announced that it would be auctioning off 9 of its oil blocks in the Namibe Basin. According to Oil Minister Diamantino Azevedo, the auction is part of the country's larger overhaul of the oil sector and state-owned oil company Sonangol. Carlos Saturnino explained the move, saying, "Instead of investing in Australia, United States, Sonangol wants to become an oil company of reference in the African continent. This is a major change for us." Xi Jinping has said previously, and I quote, "China is willing to align the Belt and Road Initiative with Angola's economic diversification strategy and continue to provide assistance without political conditions attached to major projects suitable for Angola's national development strategy." End quote. The Michelson Institute has also said that Angola is currently China's largest African trading partner. In 2009, 39% of Angola's crude exports go to China. This accounts for 15.7% of China's total oil imports, rendering Angola one of the largest sources of China's oil imports. As of last year, China and Angola signed a Memorandum of Understanding for Cooperation with China, which has Belt and Road Initiative written all over it. African expert Harry G. Broadman has said that many Africans with whom I have interacted on the continent over the last couple of decades do appreciate China's willingness to invest there. But the true motives behind the BRI are now being questioned by a large share of them. They are not buying the notion that the initiative is simply a vehicle for Beijing's exercise of soft power. Now, coming up next, we will cover the effects of terrorism by the LAR in Uganda. Welcome back, folks. To start things off, we are covering terrorism in Uganda, and things have taken a twist for the better. LRA leader Dominic Ongwen, who had surrendered himself to authorities in 2015, was finally convicted on February 4th, 2021. Just for a bit of background, according to the United Kingdom's National Travel Guide, the militant Christian religious cult known as the LRA had been attempting to overthrow the Ugandan government for decades now. They have attacked villages and forcibly conscribed children to the organization since 1988. Their founder, Joseph Kony, was said to be Africa's David Koresh. David Koresh, as you may know, was an American cult leader who played a central role in the Waco, Texas siege of 1993. Joseph Kony is the self-declared prophet, and he shaped his cult around the join-or-die view of things. The LRA has since continued to operate in the remote border of Sudan and South Sudan. However, with their leader now behind bars, they are now a shell of what they were. This concludes tonight's broadcast. Thank you for watching, and remember, always wear your seatbelt.